చూద్దాం కంప్యూటర్ వచ్చిందన్నమాట.
తమ్ముళ్ళు అదే
ఏముంది అది అవసరంలో
హలో గాయ్స్, అందరికీ వెల్కమ్. సో ఇవాళ మనం బస్ సిమ్యులేటర్ 21 నెక్స్ట్ స్టాప్ ఆడబోతున్నాం. సో ఇది మల్టీప్లేయర్ గేమ్ కూడా అండ్ ఫ్రీగా ఉంది. ఎపిక్లో క్లైమ్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకేనా, స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం. కంటిన్యూ ఏం చేయాలి? న్యూ గేమ్ కొట్టాలా కంటిన్యూ కొట్టాలా? న్యూ గేమ్ కొట్టి డేట్ ఇప్పుడే కదా, ఫస్ట్ డేట్ ఇప్పుడే కదా. ఒక పని చేద్దాం, కంటిన్యూ చేద్దాం. ఆడుకోరు కొద్దిగా డిఫికల్ట్ ఏంది కావాలి దీనికి.
Hey, it's Mira. I hope everything went well. I've already got our next steps ready and want you to meet someone. I'll invite her into the call.
ఏంది నెగటివ్ పడింది? ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ చేయకనే.
I'm the spokesperson for tourism and
ready to go.
సరిపోయింది, నెగటివ్ పడిపోయింది స్టార్టింగ్.
And I'm so excited about connecting all the city's places of interest to each other.
Good choice. What a great bus this is.
Oh, నీ వస్తుంది.
Next, our colleague Ted is waiting for us.
Continue. New game, annual show, stay differ. Stay transfer. నేను ఆడతా. ఫస్ట్ ఇప్పుడు వెళ్ళి బస్ కొనుక్కోవాలి కదా, బస్సు కొనుక్కుంటా ఫస్ట్ వెళ్ళి.
Good morning. Ready for our next adventure?
Yeah.
I've already prepared our first official route. The residents of Angel Shores are eager to see our new bus. There it is. You can take over anytime you want. Just board the bus, speak to the driver, and take over the steering wheel.
Isn't this a neat bus?
Okay. Standing position 60 with 3.1 engine type fuel. Okay.
Taking over buses is surely one of the perks of owning a transit company. This route connects the two districts, Highlander Park and St. Anthony. Let's drive the route. And don't forget what you learned yesterday. Try to be punctual, and like my grandma always said, safety first. Mind the pedestrians and keep a close eye on the traffic.
Hey Mira, board ekkava?
want you to meet somebody. This is Ted Kane. He's the spokesperson for economic development here in Angel Shores.
I'm very glad to meet you. It's good to see the city has a public transport system again. Seems like a proper transit company to me. Let's get it looking like one, too.
Right, it's time to put some branding on our buses. Don't worry, the paint shop has got you covered.
Okay. What happened? Drive route 1
Oh, flyover.
Next stop, San Pablo and Madrid.
Ah, good to see you again, boss.
Hey.
If it isn't my favorite boss.
San Pablo and Madrid.
ఎక్కడమ్మా బాబు ఎక్కండి తొందరగా ఎక్కండి. తీసుకున్నావా? ఓకే. Linking left when leaving bus stop.
Stop. Clinton Avenue. Cram simulator ఉంది సన్నా ఉంది అన్నా. ఎక్కండి.
Those students are so lucky. He's a genius.
Senior ticket, one trip ticket, $3.22. Right? Senior ticket, day ticket, pata. తీసుకోండి. లేక్ ఆంధ్ర రోడ్ వెళ్తుందా? లేక్ సైడ్ వ్యూ వెళ్తుంది. టికెట్ మేడం, టికెట్ తీసుకున్నారా? టికెట్ మేడం. ఓకే, రైట్.
You know it's called signal for a reason.
Next stop, Sierra Street. Sierra Street.
The last transport company was shut down by the city's local government because it didn't adapt to the changing needs of the public. But I'm very confident that we'll build a better transport network for the city and regain their trust. That's why all the old bus stops are still found around the city. It's true that some need a fresh coat of paint, but they'll do just fine for now.
ఆడారే నువ్వు? ఎక్కండి. టికెట్.
Next stop, Seadrift Square. Seadrift Square.
ఎక్కండి.
Tomorrow,
Next
I'm
stop,
gonna cook myself
Lake Anza Road.
lovely.
Come on guys, by watching, please make sure to like and subscribe.
Lake Anza Road. Last stop, please leave the bus.
Oh, look at that. It's our first payday already. The city will keep rewarding us regularly, so long as we continue driving the routes and providing our passengers a great service. I've got an idea of how to spend our first
Look at that.
paycheck. Park the bus and follow me. I have a little surprise for you.
Hey.
This is one of the local bus dealerships. You
Okay.
can come here anytime to buy more buses. They always have the latest models.
Okay. AC on చేయండి సార్.
Use this interface to see what they have to offer.
సార్ ఓకే మెర్సిడెస్ బెంజ్ ఇదిదా బస్సు బస్సు ఎంతమంది సీటింగ్ ఇందులో ఎట్టుంది గైస్ ఈ బస్సు కొన్నా బాగుందా
How do you like this bus? If you change your mind, you can choose another one at the terminal. If you're ready to go, drive to the exit to buy this model.
ఇది బాగానే ఉంది ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఇది బాగానే ఉంది ఇది బాగుందా ఇందాకది బాగుందా ఇది కొనుక్కున్నా కదా ఇది బాగుందా ఇంకోటి బాగుందా ఇది కొనుక్కున్నా ఇరకపోయింది విజేశ్వర్ అంకుల్ హాయ్ హాయ్ రా ఇది కొనుక్కున్నా బాగుంది I like this vehicle. కొనుక్కున్నాయి కార్ ఈ బస్ కొనుక్కున్నాయి
Good choice. What a
Right to
great
the
bus
paint.
this is. Let's drive to the paint shop next. Our colleague Ted is waiting for us there.
పార్ట్ అండ్ డౌన్లోడ్ కరో లేదురా నాకు స్టోరే లేదా ఏసీ బస్ అయ్యా నేను ఎత్తికయ్య మీద ఏసీ కంట్రోల్స్ ఉన్నాయి చూస్తా Switch to next station, switch to previous station. ఆడుందయ్యా అది రెడీ అయ్యా ఏసీ అంటే ఊడి చెప్పింది ఏసీ అని కొన్నాక యాడ్ ఆన్ అవుద్దేమో లేదు అవ్వదు
I want you to meet somebody. This is Ted Kane. He's the spokesperson for economic development here in Angel Shores.
I'm very glad to meet you. It's good to see the city has a public transport system again. Seems like a proper transit company to me. Let's get it looking like one too.
Right, it's time to put some branding on our
ఏ కలర్
buses.
చెప్పండి
Don't worry, the
ప్రైమరీ
paint
కలర్
shop has got you covered.
బ్లూ వేద్దామా డ్రైవర్ టు ద పెయింట్ షాప్ అయిపోయింది షాప్ పెయింట్ షాప్ అయిపోయింది కదా అక్కడికి పెయింట్ షాప్ తీసుకెళ్ళాలా
Now that's what I call properly branded.
Wow, looks great. I've already planned our next step.
Sorry to interrupt, but Mira, I need you to discuss our expansion plan.
ఏం చేయాలి
Of course, Ted. In the meantime, how about you drive the route again with our new and freshly branded bus? I'll give you a call later.
ఓపెన్ ద మెనూ కూర్చో Okay, open the map. Metro. Okay. Para. guys who are watching the stream. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys.
South Amador Street.
Hey, it's Mira. I hope everything went well. I've already got our next steps ready and want you to meet
Regular
someone.
ticket.
I'll invite her into the
ticket.
call. This is Trish Harper.
I'm the spokesperson for tourism and culture. I'm so glad to meet you. And I'm so excited about connecting all the city's places of interest to each other. Let's start with the West Oakwood. It is the heart of the city's nightlife. It would be great if people could take the bus home after a long night out.
Open the menu. Open the menu. Get to
Trish is absolutely right. Let's drive our new route at night and enjoy the pulsing heart of the Angel Shore nightlife.
extend ramp from wheelchair user center. ఇక్కడ ticket.
Hello? I'm sorry I'm a bit late today. No, it's not the bus. I had to wash my hair before I left. Okay, see you.
ఏం చేయాలయ్యా ఏం టైం
There's going to be a meeting about the future of our company tomorrow. I hope it's good news.
ఓకే టైం వర్క్ కంప్లీటెడ్
This bus has such a nice interior.
ప్లీజ్
Hey, Alfonso. Yeah, it's my hair. It's constantly growing. I need a shave. When can I come?
drive route 3 between
A
10 p.m.
bus
to
is
12
never
p.m.
late. It arrives precisely when it means to.
Hey, 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. 10 p.m. కొడతారా
I don't feel like working today. I hope I'll be able to catch
on the menu. Then PM చేయాలా 20.
Let's find out if the people of West Oakwood like their new bus line.
Right through. Okay.
I heard that Professor Polis is working at Angel Shores University now. Those students are so lucky. He's a genius.
Game Telugu. Hi bro, welcome to the stream. 10 అయింది. ఓహో 10 o'clock స్టార్ట్ చేయాలా? ఓకే.
Next stop, Jetty Drive.
You know what this city's missing? A nice casino.
Oh, it's so good to ride on one of these new buses again.
Still listen to the Son of Norse soundtrack when I work. I helped kickstart that game. I heard those guys now do those bus simulator games.
Hi. Yeah, it's Kate. Please don't forget that we have a new intern coming in tomorrow. Sure. Bye.
ఏని అంకం
Jetty Drive.
అసలు ఏంది అసలు ఈ బాధ?
Oh my gosh, what is that sound? Does anyone else hear that?
Next stop, Regala and Jetty.
Hi. Should we go to the movies tonight? Oh yeah? Drone swarm, you say?
Regala
I'll check
and
it out.
Jetty.
Sounds interesting.
This week I'll need more than one ticket.
చేంజ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
The planetarium offers a nice view of the harbor. All the ships seem so tiny from up there.
I hope we'll get to my stop soon. Nature's calling.
without the rail.
It's great to see Trish Harper putting so much energy into making Angel Shores cultural.
Whoa! I didn't see that coming. Next stop, Lincoln Street. Lincoln Street. Last stop. Please leave the bus.
Hurry up! We're late. See you.
It doesn't do something. Time in the next one. Drive back to Jet to Drive. Drive back to Jet to Drive. Back to Jet to Drive.
Next stop, Jetty Drive. Jetty Drive.
Hey boss, Steve speaking. The driver on the other route called in that they're not feeling well. Can you take over for them? By the way, if you want to know when the next bus is coming, just take a look at the timetable.
One more workday. I'm
Leave the bus and
well, pizza it is.
leave the bus and hold she for leaving. Interact with the timetable at the bus stop. Interact with the timetable at the bus stop. Okay. ఏం చేయాలా అసలు ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలా
Oh, a break. That's great.
డ్రైవ్ రూట్ 1 అంట ట్యాబ్ ఓపెన్ చేసి రూట్ 1
A break? That's great.
Next stop, Lincoln Street.
Really? I won? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh.
Lincoln Street. Last stop. Please leave the bus.
What is the behavior? Both playing same game. Yeah. Why not? Why not, Akka? కొంచెం ఫ్రేమ్ డ్రాప్స్ వస్తాయి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ కొద్దిగా అనుకోకండి లిటిల్ ఫ్రేమ్ డ్రాప్స్ వస్తాయి.
Take the bus home after a long night out.
Create route.
Trish is absolutely right. Let's drive our new route at night and enjoy the pulsing heart of the Angel Shore nightlife.
10 p.m. Why not 175? What the heck? Drive route 3, yeah. Okay. See, drive now. That's it. ఎక్కడ బస్ ఎక్కడే ఎక్కండి సార్.
There are a lot of good bookstores, but my favorite
టికెట్ చూపించు టికెట్ 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 తీసుకోకుండా ఎక్కినావా? కూడా టికెట్ తీసుకోకుండా ఎక్కినావరా? రైట్. ఎక్కండి టికెట్ ఏమైనా కావాలా రెగ్యులర్ టికెట్ ట్రిప్ టికెట్ ఎన్ని సార్ ఒకటేనా ఓకే సార్ రెగాట 100 రెగాట 100 దొరుకుతుందా వెళ్తుంది సార్ ఎస్ సార్ వెళ్తుంది సార్
Can't wait to jump into the reservoir after work.
ఓకేనా సార్
It's better.
టికెట్ ఓకే రైట్ ఓడరా వాడు రెడీ అంటున్నాడు ఇది బస్ అనుకున్నా ఇంకేమనుకున్నా
Next stop, West Oakwood Bay.
మైనాడు 125 ఏంది అక్క నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు vehicle in front of you is the green light.
West Oakwood Bay.
Time back between 10 p.m. Okay. Try Route 3,
I've had a crazy urge to travel.
Hey, ఏం చేయాలరా ఇది పుట్టాం కదా
The bus is all yours.
Oh, thank God. I managed to catch the bus. Wait, is this even the right bus?
was getting so late, and we wanted to go hiking the next morning. So I asked her if she could just close her eyes for a second. Before you know it, she was fast asleep. The next morning, she was already wide awake when I came out of the tent.
apa oke ting 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 kan sampai apa sih
This is Trish Harp.
I'm the spokesperson for tourism and culture. I'm so glad to meet you. And I'm so excited about connecting all the city's places of interest to each other. Let's start with the West Oakwood. It is the heart of the city's nightlife. It would be great if people could take the bus home after a long night out.
Jenny Drive.
ఒక్క సెకండ్ గైస్ రాదొస్తుంది పని ఏం బాగానే ఉంది కానీ కొంచెం టైం పడుతుంది కొంచెం నేర్చుకోవడానికి ఉంది టైం
There it is. You can take over anytime you want.
Do you want to drive? Or maybe just check the passengers' tickets? Oh, a break. That's great.
Taking over buses is surely one of the perks of owning a transit company. This route connects the two districts, Highlander Park and St. Anthony. Let's drive the route. And don't forget what you learned yesterday. Try to be punctual, and like my grandma always said, safety first. Mind the pedestrians, and keep a close eye on the traffic.
Right on time.
What do bees do if they...
Oh, thank you for waking me up.
Thanks.
These trap seats are just so comfy.
I hope someday all directions comes to our city.
Just one ticket, please.
Where did I put my ticket?
Your indicator lights must feel really useless.
Stop. Sierra Street.
Is my ticket still valid?
Was that a ghost?
My son wants a bus-shaped cake for his 6th birthday. It's time to gather some ideas.
A magazine had a style check with Brendan from All Directions. It actually had some useful tips.
The last transport company was shut down by the city's local government because it didn't adapt to the changing needs of the public. But I'm very confident that we'll build a better transport network for the city and regain their trust. That's why all the old bus stops are still found around the city. It's true that some need a fresh coat of paint, but they'll do just fine for now.
What a beautiful day.
Next stop, Jenny Drive. Jenny Drive.
This is my stop. Could you lower the rail?
Hello.
Just one ticket, please.
This air conditioning is great. It's way too hot out on the streets. Taking the bus is so much easier than trying to survive the streets on one of those scooters.
Next.
My cat kept me up all night.
See drift square.
Would you mind stopping when there is something in front of you?
Next stop.
But it's the best place in town for having fun.
See drift square.
Have you heard about the huge game convention?
Is Baron Blended recruiting?
Ticket, please. Thanks. Oh, darn, I forgot to...
I would walk from my home to the planetarium all the time.
Next stop. Lake Anza Road.
I love the view from Hummingbird Convention. We live in a very
Wait a minute. College. Game capture మీరు పెడతా బిగినర్ పెడదాం Ansem World 5 navigation interaction ఇది just trial version.
Embarking on a new career is always exciting. Today you're joining the list of people who work on the railways, keeping the world's people and cargo running smoothly. There's a lot to learn, but you'll be taking it step by step. Let's start by looking around. Find Before you get to the trains, take a quick tour of the facility here and learn the basics of moving around on foot.
Okay.
Your current objective is shown in the top left of the screen. You've just been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience level for the game.
Okay.
This is one of the many route tasks you can discover. Keep an eye out for other tasks that will ask you to place, collect, or fix a variety of things.
Okay.
Heading You can pause at any point to review objectives and a lot of other information about what's happening at the moment. Try it now and then return to the game after you've had a look round. Now that you've covered some of the basics of moving around and interacting with the environment, let's take a walk through the building and find the trains.
Wow.
This is Central Square. From here you can explore the main training center depot and surrounding yards. Your journey operating trains is just getting started here at the training center.
Okay.
Remember, you can always come back here from the main menu to refresh your knowledge if you're unsure about anything.
Okay. Okay.
In this training module, you'll learn about the on-screen overlay known as the heads-up display, or
Hold
HUD.
on.
You'll see it when you're in control of a train.
Okay.
You can configure a range of parameters for the HUD that affect how it looks in the game settings. In this tutorial, you're going to take a look at the two main types of HUD and make a first choice of which one you prefer.
Okay, Rana.
Get started by climbing up the ladder into this train and sit in the... Welcome to the most important seat in the train. Before you can start learning how to make the train move, you're going to need to understand what the HUD is telling you.
Okay.
There are three types of HUD. The one you're seeing now is the normal HUD. You'll learn that first, and then take a look at the minimal HUD next. There is also a simple HUD, which is essentially a cut-down version of the normal HUD. The HUD is a guide to show you what the train is doing, how you're doing, and what your next objectives are. You can tune what's shown here using the game settings. The main part of the normal HUD is the speed display in the bottom right. Your current speed is indicated by a white bar that will appear on the outside of the speedometer, and there is a red mark that indicates the maximum permitted speed. This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate the forward, reverse, and neutral directions. A cross, or X, means the reverser is currently either not inserted or in the off position. This is the power display. A number will indicate what position the power or throttle control is in. If the display is white, it refers to power. If the display is yellow, it means powered braking or dynamic braking. If the display is red, then the throttle is currently locked out and you will need to take steps to release the lock before power can be applied. You can learn about troubleshooting elsewhere in Training Center. These are the brake indicators. The exact one shown will vary by train and will often be visible in the train itself on the various gauges. These gauges tell you what is happening in the braking system. The most important one is the BC, or brake cylinder. In most trains, when this reads 0, that means the brakes are released. Anything else, and the brakes are applied. In the top right is the track monitor. This shows you the line ahead and allows you to see all the signals and speed limit changes that you're approaching. By default, the track monitor shows the signals with their actual red, yellow or green aspect. But when you get more confident, you can hide this information via an option in the game settings. As you accelerate, the track monitor will extend its look-ahead distance so you can see much further ahead at higher speeds. This is all done automatically. Now that you're familiar with the normal HUD, it's time to take a look at the minimal HUD. You can change this via the game settings, but for this tutorial, the game will change it automatically. You can see that most of the HUD is now gone. You are left with basic information in the top left corner. The minimal HUD immerses you in the experience of driving the train. Use the train's real gauges as much as possible. In the top left corner, you will see the information about your next objective and some limited information about what the train's doing, such as your current speed, the speed limit, and the gradient. Use the game settings to add and remove information from the minimal HUD. With less information, you'll find driving more challenging, but also more immersive and rewarding. Experienced players might prefer the minimal HUD, especially when driving from the cab view. The normal HUD is ideal for newcomers or anyone who wants to drive from an external camera. You can switch HUDs in game settings. Do you want to start with the normal HUD or minimal HUD? That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Hey, Moving a train, part 1.
In this training module, you're going to learn how to make a train move and then bring it to a stop. For this exercise, you'll be using a British Class 323 electric multiple unit. It's a great train to get started with as the controls are quite straightforward. This module will get you used to the feel of the train and its controls. While many trains have different controls and are operated in different ways, there are basically always 3 controls that are common and are required to move the train. The reverser chooses the direction you're going to move in. It often has 4 positions: off, forward, neutral, and reverse. The brakes are used to slow or stop the train. There are potentially multiple braking systems you can find in different trains, and you can read more about that in other sections of the training center. For now, the Class 323 has a very simple braking system. The throttle controls how fast the train accelerates. In this train, the throttle and brakes are controlled by a combined power and brake handle. Moving the handle in one direction will apply power. The middle position is neutral and does nothing, and then the other range applies the brakes. You will find in some other trains that the throttle and brakes are on separate handles. Before you go any further, set the headlights for daytime running and ensure the tail lights are off.
Set the tail lights to off.
want to
Set the
move the train
reverser to
forwards,
forward.
so set the reverser to the forwards position. Now pull the combined power and brake handle towards you to release the brakes and apply power. In the bottom right and in the center of the speedometer gauge, you can see a little ball. This is the accelerometer and will move up or down to indicate whether you're speeding up or slowing down.
Horn ekkada?
हेलो कालेश्वर, आपको मैसेज मिल गया क्या रिस्पॉन्स?
हाँ?
आपको मैसेज का रिप्लाई आ गया क्या?
नहीं यार,
వచ్చిందా లేదా రిప్లై?
రాలేదు.
ఓకే, లైవ్ లో ఉన్నావా ఇంకా?
ట్రైన్ సిమ్యులేటర్ క్లాసిక్ ట్రై చేస్తాను.
ఉంటున్నా ఏంటి?
లేదా ఎపిక్ లో ఫ్రీగా ఉంటే ఏదో ట్రై చేస్తే ఏదో స్టాండర్డ్ ఎడిషన్ ఉంటుంది ఆడుతున్నా.
వస్తే చెప్పు, ఒకటి చెప్తాను నీకు ఎలా చేయాలో.
ఆనటేడో రైట్. EPL 1. ఆన్ ఎలా ఆన్ safety.
Now that you've reached your target,
Oh, aligned to go. And
when it comes to stopping trains, the specifics of each train can be quite different. However, the basic process is fundamentally the same. The amount of braking you will need to apply also varies depending on whether you're going uphill or downhill and how heavy your train is. Knowing the right amount to apply will come with practice and experience. Stopping a train is one of the biggest challenges of controlling it, particularly stopping it in the right place. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Ni pass gala.
In this training module, you'll be learning basic passenger operations in this Class 323 electric multiple unit. This part of the training center is the Metro Loop. It is used primarily for driver training for passenger trains that are generally shorter or might stop more frequently in normal operating practice. It consists of 2 platforms. In this module, we'll be doing a complete circuit and practicing stopping at both stations. When you're ready, open the door and climb aboard the train. Take a seat. Always remember to close the driver's door once you get in the cab. To unlock the control desk, insert the master key and activate it. Turn the coach lighting on so that passengers... In order to use the buttons in the cab, you must first insert and then turn the door key to the on position. As the platform is on your left, press the open doors left button. The weather has turned quite bad, so you'll need to turn the wipers on. The cab light is currently on. Make sure to turn it off. It's useful to find your way around in the cab, but can make it hard to see out of the window, so you should always turn it off before you start moving. Headlights in the UK are used to allow others to see the train rather than being of great use to the driver seeing out. Set the headlights for daytime running and ensure the tail lights are off. While the passenger doors are open and the loading objective completes, you'll notice the bar in the top left slowly rising. Once it reaches the top, the objective will complete and it will be time to close the doors. Now the passengers have boarded the train, close and lock the doors using the close left doors button. Set the reverser to forward. Apply some power to get moving. We're approaching the next station. Use the power brake handle to apply power so that you come to a gentle stop at the indicated marker on the platform. This platform is on the right, so you'll need to use the open right doors button to unlock and open the doors this time. Once again, observe the objective indicator. Use the doors close right button to close and lock the doors. Drive the train to the next platform without any further guidance and see how you get on. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center. In this training module, you'll be learning about the various camera controls and how to get the best views. You can drive from in the cab or an exterior camera. Exterior views are particularly useful for coupling and uncoupling. Currently, you're in the cab of this Class 323 EMU with the same view a real driver would have. Before experimenting with camera views, set the train up correctly as if ready for departure. We will now explore the camera controls. To get back inside the cab, a different key must be pressed. Do that now.
Wow.
Now that you're used to interior and exterior, switch back to the exterior view again to learn more about it. From the exterior, you can move the camera around. Use the keys indicated along with your mouse to move and turn the camera. If the mouse pointer is moving but your view doesn't change, right-click the mouse to turn on camera mode. Spend a minute just practicing moving and turning the external camera. You can zoom in and out using the mouse wheel. Try it now.
Wow.
While in an external camera, you can also interact with some elements such as junctions. You'll be learning about junctions properly in a different training module, but for now, fly over to the indicated junction and change it by interacting with it using the controls indicated. There's a lot more to learn about cameras, including numerous other camera modes. You can find out more in other areas of the training center. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Okay. Oh, wow. Right, part 2.
In this module, you'll combine everything you learn from the moving a train, passenger operations, and camera controls modules, but from outside the train. Now you'll have the freedom to enjoy external cameras while driving the train. Before you go any further, get the lighting all set up correctly. You can activate the master key by pressing the indicated keys. Now press the keys indicated to set the reverser to forwards. Just as with other modules, you're currently sitting in a Class 323 multiple unit. You must now switch to the exterior camera. If you need a reminder on how to do this, head over to the camera controls module first and have a quick refresher. Aside from the magnificent views, exterior camera views can make it easier to complete tasks such as coupling, checking your lights, and changing junctions. Only a small number of the most common functions are usable for an exterior camera. If you find you need to do something that isn't available, simply switch to the internal camera to do it, and then switch back. Finally, press the key indicated to apply some power. There are two keys, one to add more throttle and one to take throttle away. Experiment. Now that you've moved down the track, it's time to bring the train to a stop. Use the keys indicated to adjust the power brake handle to apply some brakes. Try restarting this tutorial and running it a few times until you're comfortable with driving from the outside, including moving the camera around. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center. In this training module, you'll be learning how to shut down a cab and change ends of the train so that you can drive in the other direction. You'll bring this unit back to central square sidings. You'll need to change ends a couple of times. Don't worry about how the train is going to get there though, all the paths are going to be set for you. You just need to change ends and then drive when you're given instruction to do so. Get started by setting this cab up for operation. Activate the master key first to unlock the... Set the headlights for daytime operation and ensure the tail lights are off. Set the headlights for daytime operation and ensure the tail lights are off. Set the reverser to forwards, as that's the direction you'll be going. The first move brings the train forwards to the junction around the corner from here, and you'll be stopping once the rear of the train has cleared it. Apply some power and drive forward a bit so that we can prove that this cab is working and the train moves as expected. That's far enough. Now that the train has stopped, you need to shut this cab down. Turn off the headlights and ensure the tail lights are on. Set the reverser to off. Set the power brake handle to the step 3 brake position. Remove the master key. This cab is now shut down. Walk over to the other end of the train, ensuring to close any doors behind you.
Game free है ना जी? नॉट तो गलत.
వస్తాను నాకు
लीगल भी नहीं.
తీనేరా
రైస్ లేదు దేంట్లో ఉంది? సరే చేసి ఇప్పుడు
ఎఫెక్ట్లో ఉంది చూడు
ఫ్రీయా
ఆ ఫ్రీనే ఉంది ట్రైనింగ్ వరకే
Sit in the driver's seat. Follow the steps indicated to activate this cab, repeating the procedure that you did when you set up the previous cab.
ఇది కాలేశ్వర్ కెమెరా నేను స్పేస్ వాళ్ళ కాలేశ్వర్ చూడాలి క్యాష్ కార్డ్ చూస్తే చూడాలి
Now that the cab is active, wait for the yard controller to give us permission to proceed forward once they've checked and blocked all the junctions for us. You're good to go. Apply some power and get moving. Your next destination is going to take you to the left and into the switch lines west of the training center.
ఎట్లా పోలేదు ఎపిక్లో చూడరా ఫ్రీగా ఉంది బస్ సిమ్యులేటర్ కూడా ఫ్రీగా ఉంది క్లెయిమ్ చేసుకోవాలి ఇది ట్యూటోరియల్ వర్షన్ రా వేసుకున్నా మెయిన్ గేమ్ కొనుక్కునేటప్పుడు
Follow the steps indicated to deactivate this cab.
Shut down cab. Adadi. Corporate.
Now that the cab is active, wait for the yard controller to give us permission to proceed forward once they've checked and locked all the junctions for us.
Wait for the yard control to set the junctions. Okay.
You're good to go.
Okay.
Before you finish, take a moment to review. When changing cabs on almost any train, there are some common things to double check before you depart the cab you're finished with. What position have you left the throttle and brake controls in? What position is the reverser in? Are the headlights and taillights set up correctly for what will become the rear of the train? Are all doors closed? Once you get used to each train you operate, you'll quickly begin to remember what each one needs and get used to the elements that are common between different trains. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Railway navigation.
In this training module, you'll be learning about the live 2D map and how it can help you understand where you are, where your objective is, and how you can change the path of the train to get to the right place. Under normal circumstances, the driver has little, if anything, to do with where a train is going. It's all handled centrally by a signalling center or dispatcher. Within yards and depots, however, you will find that these are often managed by the crew of the train directly. That means you. You can tell whether a junction is manual or automatic by looking at it. If it has no big lever, then it's automatic and you can't influence it. If it does, then interacting with that lever will change the junction. For this module, you'll take this class 323 from the siding here next to the main loops and set all the junctions yourself to direct the train to the switch lines, and then change ends and repeat the process to bring the train into the depot. Your destination has been set over in the switch lines on the far west of the training center. Use the map to follow the path from the train to the destination and change all the junctions you need to get there. If you make a mistake and go the wrong way, you can go back and try to correct it. If you're not ready for that, just restart the module and try again. You've made it to the first destination. Go ahead and change ends in the train and you can try one more time for practice. Once again, use the map to adjust the junctions between your train and the destination. Where the black lines on the 2D map aren't aligned with the blue path, change the junction. When you're ready, get moving. That concludes this module. If you wish to